Oduma kuma ba de obo nipa se ne seso odini yeti o hye ne se ade nyinara no ono ara na nhwe so o ma nipa tumi bebre o ma ne nimde o che na dwene mu nyansa o se mu adoma nyina bekoto ade gidie ye ose a emepo betutu akogu pum wo ade nyina ho kwan enti onipa yi wakoma so ade ne sen Kind of cry.
I was sitting here, and then he worked. Me and Jay were working on this project called 0106, and there was this song that Jay laid his verses on, and it was empty. Somebody had to fill the space in the song. And then Selom suggested Akan. So yeah, we hit Akan up, and then I think the next day he came here and he did his part. He just had a beat the same day. It didn't even take about an hour. And he already knew what he wanted to do, so he already had everything planned. So just did what he had to do, and it was perfect. That was the first time I met him, and that was the first song I did with him.
His style of working is different. He's unique. He's easy to work with, so he makes that producer-artist relationship very solid. So it's not like an artist that is so hard to understand, you know.
I worked on my project for a while now, about 1.5 years now. I work on the project and with the Dan and Chalanos in the big mouth for the kids. Oh. Yeah, so I can't play show you. And you'll give me your blessing.
Oh wow! Wow! I'll be very humbled. I mean, I'm a huge Akan fan.
Wow,
I mean, it's weird because to me, the first time I discovered you was the Beats Freak concert at Alliance concert. You know, I saw your performance. You had the kente, you're wearing the kente and you're doing that, and it was like, wow, who is this guy? You know, and funny enough, today I'm just finding out that we actually had, an encounter before, prior to even that day, which is very, very interesting.
Onipa Akoma tiene bonipa oboni bi e ni tina ona ipen na una ti wati sika kakra de fa no tiena fe wajina we pedi ya sesi ya kwadi na rani sika
Yeah, young fly. The 808 drop no. I'm not saying anyway, small. You see the speakers today. Anyway, small.
Oh, Charlie.
Wasi kwamna. Ono wakane ho bia mwasani tiado. Namfo sem dia maka. Namfo sem tiala wo pato ngama ya mu na tia kwa bia. Ene ye woni dia ne de kansam. Yo, ukwa beba. Ekosi na hia beba. Ade nya asem hwe. Meche sem ni mo ba bia.
I feel like even though he's a brilliant rapper, what really excites me about him is that he's an artist. He's using rap to make art.
Yeah.
He's not necessarily using rap to make a song. It's like he's using rap to
paint pictures. And to write stories.
Yeah.
And to record a movie.
Yes.
That you listen with your ears. Yeah. You hear, you perceive.
Mama me so me when he said one time I say no me be. Mama me so me when he said I say na. Mama me so me when he said one time I say no me be. Kind of some fulfillment in my heart inside. It was like I planned on doing it and I've been able to achieve it.
That's my dream. starts the track too.
Yeah. It's like an interlude.
Yeah.
Tryna be a gym and get the time. Yeah, the grab a gym, but to me, Jim, the summer, Jim, cry. To me, hammer gym. Feeling get me seven shrimp, to me, nighting. Now, my night gym, I damage here. To me, seven gym. I didn't do none of seven gym, and the seven gym. Seven yama gym, yama gym, back hammer gym. Seven year night gym, I'm a gym, bay of that gym. To me, come that gym, with seven gym.
If they listen closely, you realize that if Akoma is talking, they hear what Akoma is saying. But if Adrian is talking, they go down small. So now we try to play around how we listen to our heart more than we listen to our mind. So
another part for me, in terms of the way the voice was edited, it also makes it sound like a guilt conscience.
Yeah.
You know, it's like something that's programmed in your mind.
Yeah.
That you're not listening to the actual person, but you're listening to the voice that you've heard before.
The reason why I'm saying it's unique is the way he approaches the beat. His way of writing, his style on the beat is different from anybody else that I've worked with. Akan has something special about him. Like I said, he's in his own lane, and yeah, when you're in your own lane, there's no traffic, like I said. So he's in his own lane and he's doing what he knows how to do best. Which, you know, I think I hear a little bit of Ofokwade in his style. I hear a little bit of Obrafo. I hear a little bit of Kendrick Lamar in his style. But he does it so unique in his own way, not like how every other musician is trying to do. And people maybe are trying to, if you are trying to take some elements from Kendrick, or you're trying to do exactly as Kendrick is doing. But Akan takes a little bit of that and add his to it.
The sound is experimental. And I think it's maturity. The album, like whenever I listen to the album, the first thing that comes to mind is maturity. Like it's a growth from where we were to where we are now. Like sonically, it's a matured project.
Whoa! Charlie, that'd be some amazing body of work.
nice one.
That'd be amazing. And I see what you did. I see what you did with the album. Like it has a chronological, thing to it. Like you start somewhere, you take us through the stage where it's like you're living life.
True.
You get me? Yeah. And then towards the end, it's like because you start the album starts with a certain mood and then it ends in this mood. Like it takes you through, because when I started listening to the album, there was this, and then as you start going through the album and getting to the end, you're like, you've taken us through life basically.
Every single track on this album is very strong, and all the tracks have a silver lining that connects. It connects to each other to give you a very compelling piece of work, and the listener's experience is definitely one that will take you on a roller coaster of emotions and brutal honesty, which is rare to find today.
I can't make comments right now because I feel like it's very dense, and there's a lot of unpacking to come up with questions I would like to ask.
Sure.
And also, I don't know much about sound, but it sounds really amazing to my ears. Those are my comments on first listening. It's very dense to me, and I'm almost overwhelmed listening. It'd be heavy for me.
Nice.
So I need a moment to really unpack all that.
That's real.
Fly, what's up? What do you think?
Me, right now we are to see what you're talking about.
Charlie, me then go up and down and
go back
lot
and forth
the
with
beat and the procedure, but Charlie, we try make sure say if we get even though it sound perfect, at least get close to being good.
Now we are to get it, and then I like the way you have power or control over the tree language.
Okay.
We try, we learn.
You're learning, Pony.
Shall I learn?
So if it just was you feature,
Just what
was it deliberate to keep the features minimal and make it really about you?
I think say this whole thing is a process for me, and I want to learn and be able to master my craft. Yeah, so there are songs I would like to put people on, but for now I just want to be able to master and then see how Akan will sound. And yeah, so that
I didn't even notice you didn't feature anyone because it's not so like you don't get tired of listening to his voice. You know, he like it's beautifully accessorized with like all these ad libs and these backing vocals and even the effects with the production and the other people that you have helping you with the backing vocals, and like I didn't even notice, to be honest. I didn't. As you talk, I was like, oh snap! I just listened to a whole hour. It was just Walasi, but you know, you keep you like this you keep the listener engaged, like you know, and that's amazing, child. That's very very amazing. Like me, my tree, like I told you, my tree is not great, you know, but I try. So I try pay attention and listen, and so the little that they understand, that they feel pick up out and go, oh, that's what he's talking about.
So there's a sameness in music today, which isn't surprising that people also do not want to pay for music today because you do not give them a reason to. It's a domino effect. You understand? And I believe when true creative artistic expression finds its way back into the music, eventually the commercial aspect of it will start sorting itself out. In a sense, of course, you need some direction of sorts, but a lot of the music that we listen to today is devoid of like true emotion. It's just manufactured. You know what I mean? I remember growing up, I listened to certain pieces of music and I felt moved to even cry. You know, somebody's narrating their story. You haven't lived that life, but you feel like the person is actually talking to you. And I think it's really important in art, in every art, and you know, it's spiritual and artistic.
For make people understand, say the listeners understand, say they need to support the art because it be money and time and energy where you go into making projects like these. So this, you know, I've always been against this whole culture of like free downloads and it's not like it's not a bad thing. Sometimes we download stuff for free, you get me? But when it becomes the lifestyle or the norm, then it's a problem. So you don't even know the difference between an artist who is putting out a song on digital stores or printing CDs to sell versus the one who is putting out for free. For you, any music you need to get it for free. And that's bad.
Very.
You know, recently we were talking about the release of the highest album. And Hits FM called me about an a phone interview. And I made a statement. I said, oh, it's not going to be available for free download. It's for sale. And then someone tweets, like 2 or 3 people, right? They tweet at me like, one person said, the fact I've even said that thing, he will be the first person to go and actually rip it and put it out for free.
Wow.
Because what I'm saying ain't he. Do you understand the mentality? Like the fact I'm even trying to say, and that Jay-Z's 444 cry, that one said, then get them for free.
But he didn't put it out for free.
Exactly.
Also, in the interview, you mentioned you work on this for 2 years. And I'm thinking, so in that same vein, imagine somebody, they do some like corporate job for 2 years and not getting paid.
It's crazy.
It's like that. It's just like that.
I think collectively, you know, like all of us, we need to like be pushing that thing to the people. Maybe from we want a generation or other generation is lost. We can't get them to change their minds, but at least for the younger ones who are coming up, we need to start telling them, letting them understand that this, you know, back in the days, you had the pride if you have way like, you know, owning an original CD from your favorite artist, you know, that pride, like we need that thing back. So we need to urge the listeners to start purchasing the music. Unless, of course, if you put it out for free, then why not get it for free? But when it's out for sale, I don't think you're putting this album out for free.
No.
Thank you very much. 2 years of work. So Charlie, this will be some of the things we for push, you know, and kakra. I want to say we go get there. Okay, all right. So yeah, it's a wrap.
Hey, they say I mess up holy father. They say I mess up holy father.